John 17:17. Hagiason autus inte aletheia. Ha logos hasos aletheia esten. Here Jesus continues praying to the Father. He says, sanctify them in the truth, or perhaps by the truth. Your word, he says to the Father, is truth. Let's begin with this hagiason. Hopefully you recognize that as coming from hagiadzo, to sanctify. What we have here is an aorist active imperative, second person singular. Don't forget, in prayers, you will have a string of imperatives. Obviously, within a prayer, they're not functioning as commands, but as requests. And overwhelmingly, the tense used in prayers, we find in the New Testament, are aorist imperatives. Just an overwhelming statistic of a preference for the aorist imperative in prayers, as we find here, right? Sanctify them in the truth. Now, if we translate that in the truth, which is possible, and about half the English translations go that way, it's understanding that prepositional phrase as communicating a location, a locative sense, or a spherical sense, in the sphere, in the realm of the truth. About the other half of English translations will translate it instrumentally, by the truth, right? Sanctify them by means of the truth. And this decision cannot be made just on the basis of this prepositional phrase. It's a decision that's made by looking at the context and looking at the literary context and trying to understand what Jesus is saying here, because both of these are grammatical possibilities. So I'm going to refer you to the commentary for the debate and discussion about that. Some of you were probably thrown off here by this sauce. You might have expected here the su, your word, right, with the genitive personal pronoun. But this is another way to say the same thing, perhaps slightly more emphatically, with the pronominal adjective. This is an adjective, so it changes spelling to match case number and gender, the noun that it's modifying. Just like if we had an adjective kalos here, right? Good. But instead of good, we have an adjective which means your. Your word is truth. And this final word here, we're going to talk about aletheia, there is, that is the predicate nominative.